The Supreme Court has finally told us what they think about Donald Trump's immunity. It has happened, and it has happened pretty much as I suspected. The Supreme Court was able to delay the decision as much as possible and eventually really kick the can down the road. They have said that there is such thing as presidential immunity, but once again, as I suspected, that presidential immunity finds its limit in official acts only. The president enjoys full immunity when it comes to official presidential acts. It doesn't enjoy that immunity outside of those boundaries. Now, the question is, what constitutes an official act and what doesn't constitute an official act? That's an answer that the Supreme Court has not given us. In doing so, the Supreme Court has sent the case back to the lower court, giving them some instructions on what information they need to look for, but that will require the court to essentially reinitiate the process, reanalyze everything, and then decide. Well, that decision will then be subject to appeals, which in essence makes it so that it is very unlikely, I would say, basically impossible, that we will have a definitive decision before the election. The decision was, as expected, along party line. It was a 6-3 decision, but once again, it basically says, yes, there is such thing as an absolute immunity, but that absolute immunity is limited to official acts. Now, lower court, go ahead and find out whether those actions that are now subject to a decision were part of an official act. If so, Trump is immune from any prosecution. If not, then he can be prosecuted. Whether that will happen or not happen, of course, now all depends on the results of the election, considering that more than likely a decision will not come before November.